Hello, everyone there, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lorena, the Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis, and of course, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And in this video, I am going to give you my impressions of the new Creation Shop that Disney has opened to replace Mousegear over at EPCOT in Disney World. So I'm going to give you my impressions of the shop, as I did go to visit in person about, I want to say about the day after it opened. But before I get to that, please do your girl a favor. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and also hit that notification bell so when your girl goes live or when I put up new videos and all of that, you get notifications that I've got something new up. That is, if YouTube does its job with sending out notifications, and it's kind of been falling down on the job lately, but nevertheless, appreciate it if you'd hit that notification bell. So with that said, let's go on, let's hit it with the video here. Okay, so as I said, Disney has opened this new Creation Shop, which was created basically to replace Mousegear. Now, I haven't been to EPCOT, and I want to say probably like almost 3 years, and Mousegear is one of one of my most beloved, actually my top gift shop at Disney to go to, because of the theming, because of seemingly the one-of-a-kind items that you could get there. If there was the epitome of the shopping experience at Disney with respect to retail and theming and cool gear and stuff like that, it would be Mousegear at EPCOT. It's pretty much spoiled me for anything that the Disney store could ever offer. But in keeping with everything that's going on for the 50th anniversary for Disney World, more specifically Magic Kingdom, someone got the great idea to basically say, hey, let's renovate Mousegear. Now, I'm not above renovating anything, especially when what you build back is either better or a concept that hasn't been seen before. Now, Club Cool, which was the Coca-Cola shop where you could get the free sample of drinks from around the world. And coincidentally, I have a review of that. That is over on my lifestyle channel, La Vida de la Reina Creole. Please do check that out. If you have a chance, I appreciate that. Uh, they did it. They did it pretty well. I was very happy with the changes that were made to Club Cool. The Creation Shop, not so much, which is a shame considering how many millions and millions of dollars that they poured into this to get what essentially is how did I hear someone say it, as a CVS, but nevertheless. So basically, according to Disney, the Creation Shop is EPCOT's new flagship gift shop. And of course, it's opened right next to Club Cool. This basically replaces Mousegear. As I said earlier, it was actually a temporary Mousegear store, which I did go to a couple days before, and it's a shell of its former self, but it was supposed to be a temporary location, so whatever. But they did leave the original structure of Mousegear out there, and it looks horrible. But anyway, back to this. So as you can see, the interior looks very generic. According to the Orlando Sentinel, they say that the new store looks as promised. A bright open space without interior walls, but loads of windows, and the presence of Mickey Mouse is very apparent. Well, yeah, Mickey Mouse is somewhat apparent. I mean, he's apparent in the gear. He's apparent in the very generic mural that you will find in the Creation Shop. Now, when I say generic mural, it just, there's different, Mickey through the ages, which is okay. It's okay looking, but The Creation Shop has nowhere near the rich retail theming experience, like, say, for example, over at Universal. Okay, when you go in there, there's different parts of the Universal Studio store that makes it look like it's something different. The Harry Potter section actually has theming in relation to Harry Potter. So you feel like you're shopping somewhere else that is like no other experience you could get anywhere else. When you're shopping through Mousegear, frankly, God, I actually called it Mousegear, the Creation Shop, when you're shopping through there, it feels like you're just in any other mall in any town, USA. You might as well just go down to the mall at Millennia, and you'd pretty much get the same experience. So it's very disappointing that Disney has decided to go with this generic retail experience rather than going with something that truly lives up to the great theming and retail experience that Mouse Gear had. So, with that said, pretty much 80% of what is in the Creation Shop you can get anywhere else on property. That's really not the issue that I have with it. Again, my issue is just the lack of theming, the lack of items that are just that you can only get at Mouse Gear. You're going to have a percentage of stuff you can find at all the other parks because, that's just kind of how it is, and that makes sense. But with this revamp of Mouse Gear into the Creation Shop, it seems there's more of that generic merchandise instead of less or the same that used to be. Strolling through the store atmosphere here, of course, you can take a look at some of the items, or at least items that I thought were really cool to look at. And of course, those are the items that recall what Spaceship Earth looks like. The big, gigantic golf ball. I think it's called Geosphere. Forget what the name of it is anyway. But the really, really cool thing that looks like a golf ball where Spaceship Earth is in, that is the icon of EPCOT. So any kind of gear that brings to mind what that geosphere looks like is a plus. So they did have merchandise for that. For example, four of the things that I particularly liked with respect to that. One are the Epcot ears that they have. And when you do like click the little button up on the top, the ears do light up. And I believe those are priced at $29.99, I believe, plus tax. So they're very nice. They're very nice. If you're into the whole old school Epcot theming, those are cool to have on. Another is the corksicle bottle, which I can't tell if it's a vacuum sealed container that keeps stuff cool, which I think it is, but it looks very, very neat. That's definitely worth buying. Another thing that they have, which along with the light up ears, is probably my favorite part of the merchandise collection for this, and that is the coffee cup that has the texture of the geosphere. So that coffee cup is $19.99, not hideously expensive. That is something that I would definitely pick up. They have these snapback hats that are available as well. They're okay. Frankly, I just get a boy band vibe when I look at it. So not really too keen on the hats here. Nice effort on this one, Disney, but it really does. It just looks like this is something that the Backstreet Boys or In Sync should be wearing, or probably BTS should probably be wearing. Either way, neither here nor there. It's there. You like it, cool. Check it out. The other thing that they had that sold out like crazy the first day, I say sold out because people were buying it as fast as cast members could put it onto the floor. And that is the Epcot backpack that you had that had like the texture, the geosphere that's on it. That's $59.99. It's cool looking. I wouldn't personally buy it for myself, but I will give Disney credit for creating that particular type of merchandise. You can always use a backpack. It's, themed very well. The details are done very well on it. Another thing that was cute is they had this little Figment shirt, which looks like it's for little kids. And it has Figment, but Figment is filled in with the pattern from, the geodesic sphere, but it's highlighted in like the magenta, cyan, and yellow colors. So overall, my impression of the Creation Shop, it is definitely a shell and a very, very, very poor imitation of Mousegear. And frankly, I'm very disappointed that Disney spent all of this money to replace Mousegear and they couldn't do it better. They did it bigger, but they didn't do it better. And it's missing the soul of Mousegear. And unlike Mousegear, Creation Shop does not make me want to keep going to see what else that they have there that's new. Mousegear always kept me coming back for more stuff. Mousegear was always a must do. Creation Shop, I don't see myself visiting that shop very much. Probably only going to be hitting Club Cool that's next to it, which, unlike, and I'm going to show a little bit of video here for Club Cool that I shot when I was there. Unlike with the Creation Shop, Club Cool still stuck with the free Coke samples. Love that with Coke from around the world. That was awesome. I did a review on it for my lifestyle channel. So if you go to the review over there, and I'll put it in the description box, you can see my review of those. But it's very, very interesting which flavors they kept, which I thought was very, very smart. And also the merchandise that they had Coke merchandise that, was okay. It was okay before. But with the refurb, they brought in some new Coke items that you could buy, and even a couple what I call throwback items that they have in the store. That's a place that I could see myself returning to for more than just, the free drink. So in a nutshell, Creation Shop, Disney screwed that up. No, they Imagineering did a piss poor job with that, and that's a shame. Club Cool, excellent example of how you should reboot a retail space if you're going to do that. So that's your girl Spicy take about the Creation Shop. What's your take on it? Are you happy with the refurb? Do you think Disney did a great job and you're okay with it? Have you been to the Creation Shop and you decided, you know what, I don't know what the heck this is. This is nothing like Mousegear and I have no plans to return. Or do you not care pretty much any other way? I would love to hear from you in the comments, your thoughts about all of that. All right. So if you like this video and it gave you some value for your time, or I would like to think a whole lot of value for your time, please do give it a thumbs up. Put me in that algorithm and push up the visibility of this video. I would truly appreciate it. And of course, I would be honored if you would subscribe to my channel, and also please hit that notification bell so you know when I have new stuff up ready for you to enjoy. All right, so with that said, that is going to wrap it up for this particular video. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.